Well, hello and welcome. We are so excited to have you with us tonight at JAFRA's Scent event. We know that fragrance completes anybody's wardrobe. We know that fragrance is one of those products that you can spritz and mist your day, and it will set the tone of your day, your mood, and where you're going. We at JAFRA are so excited to introduce you to one of our product departments called Fragrances. If you don't know JAFRA, before we go any further, we just wanted to let you know a little bit about JAFRA, just a little bit. So when you look at the word JAFRA, as you can see on the screen, the JA stands for Jan, the FRA stands for Frank, JAFRA. Jan and Frank built this beautiful company out of California over 65 years ago. The best part of this is we have over 600,000 entrepreneurs, independent consultants around the world, over 17 countries. And we are a part of the world's 4th largest direct selling company called Forwerk. So you may know JAFRA as the Royal Jelly Company, Royal Almond, if you've heard of us in the past. Well, we are still that today. We are known for our Royal Jelly skincare, color lines, and of course, we love our Spawn Body products. Today's edition of the JAFRA event is all about our fragrance line. Our second largest in demand is fragrance behind our skincare. So we want to introduce you to who we are today. I want to let you know, my name is Jackie Geisinger. I'm one of the regional directors for General Market USA. And sitting next to me, who do I have with me tonight joining me?
Well, thank you very much. My name is Luz Mercedes Miller, and I am the actual other side of the East Coast regional director here for the General Market. So welcome all to our fabulous joint meeting that we're having. So Jackie, so with that being said, some of us are asking, or you may be asking, what is a fragrance? A fragrance is something more than just an aromatic composition of fragrances. It is a work of art. We work with the best perfume houses. Our company is dedicated to the creation of scents for all fragrance brands sold around the world. JAFRA works with the top 3 perfume houses in the world. They are experts dedicated to the creation of fragrances. The fragrances of all scented products are created by master perfumers. And with that being said, Firmenich is a perfume house that they're known for the worldwide for award-winning prizes, and they're #1 in the fine fragrances such as Agua de Gio from Giorgio Armani and Light Blue from Dolce & Gabbana. For those who are familiar with those particular perfumes, Firmenich has produced our Adoris Night in JAFRA and many, many other fragrances.
We have award-winning designs, Luz. You're right. We are so proud of the fragrances that we have in our JAFRA family. And so we thank Firmenich, one of our perfume houses, but we thought we'd pause as well to say, how is a fragrance really created? A fragrance is the result of a combination of natural and synthetic ingredients. So when we look at those 2 ingredients, what does that mean? Let's take a look first at naturals. Naturals are things like flowers and herbs and citrus and barks and woods and fruits and spices, seeds, resins, and roots. Next, we have synthetics. Among these, we can find aromatic chemicals that are created in a lab that will enhance, complement, and set that perfume to its own unique personality that's suited for you. And then we have the composition of a fragrance. So when we look at the composition, there's really 3 key ingredients that are consistent within a fragrance. There is alcohol, water, and essences. The amount of each mixture of those 3 ingredients have different concentrations. And that concentration depends on the percentage of the essential oils that the fragrance contains. So let's take a look. There are 4 categories of concentration of an essential oil. So I loved when I remember learning this. I did not know this. If you have a fragrance and you look and it says EDP, Eau de Parfum, that is a 6-hour stay power because of the amount of essential oil within the product. Next, EDT, that represents Eau de Toilette. The stay power for that is 3 to 6 hours from the concentration of the oils. And then the EDC, Eau de Cologne, which is 1 to 2 hours. And you may have those light, I know my son had this a lot in high school, the body mist, the aftershave. They really just leave a delicate trail for a short time. So when you look at the concentration, this is what sets the type of fragrance you're using or buying. If you see the prices go up, this tells you why. Look at from 3% with a body mist or aftershave, 5 to 9 with that Eau de Cologne, Eau de Toilette, EDT, 10 to 15, and a perfume, 15 to 18. That's why you see the variety of prices, and that's what sets apart the categories of what you are buying. So as we take a look at the concentration and ingredients, what makes the smell loose? Let's learn about the fragrance build.
So now let's talk a little bit about the structure of the aromatic notes of a fragrance, which is very important. Again, just like Jackie mentioned, there are 3 parts ingredients to the fragrance. There is the top note, which is the head, the heart notes, which is the body, and then the base note, which is the bottom. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is the top note. The top notes are the fresh and are the most volatile scent that you have when you're spraying the perfume. That's the note that is perceived first, right? And especially designed to generate interest with the consumer. So when that's that little quick spritz that you do into your skin, you're like, I'm falling in love with the fragrance. I love how it smells. But these notes also first to disappear. They're the first to end up disappearing. But we're going to talk a little bit about what their 6 main topic aromatic notes are. We have citric, herbal, aldehydic, greens, marine, and fruity. But we're going to continue because now we're going to talk a little bit about the notes that talk about the heart notes, which is the body of the fragrance. These notes are the soul and the personality of the fragrance and is the one that prevails. But we're going to continue because now there are 4 main heart or body aromatic notes. And what are they? That's the floral, the spicy, the woody, and also the leather. And as we continue with the fragrance, we got to speak about the base note, which is that bottom note. The base note is the last to be perceived and the one that remains at the end, right? These notes last the longest and they give that final identity to the fragrance. That's when you're like, oh, I love that scent. It sticks to my body and I love it. So there's 4 main aromatic notes for the bottom and the base notes of a fragrance. So what are they? Today, these aromatic notes are synthetic. Musk especially has been synthesized in the lab of hundreds of variants. They are animalistic, musk, amber, sweet and powdery aromas in the bottom or the base notes of a fragrance. These aromatic notes contribute to the longevity of the fragrance. So we're looking at musk is the most commonly used raw material present in most of the fragrances compositions, which we teach our clients that there's their favorite notes. And at the same time, JAFRA has more than over 60 fragrances to choose from. So now let's take a quick look by Lucero Corral, one of our greatest fragrance tips, who is a fragrance developer from Firmenich.
JAFRA Beauties. Hello, I came from the company Firmenich. I'm Lucero Corral. I'm a fragrance development manager, and I'm gonna give you some tips for making your fragrance more long-lasting on skin and to give them a longer shelf life. So maybe you may have seen if you go to a department store, maybe they give you a little bit of coffee to clear out your nose. Well, that's the #1 thing you should not do. because we're only saturating our noses with an even stronger smell. Our recommendation to clear out your nose is just drinking a sip of water, or maybe breathing through your clothes when you're wearing a long sleeve. So that's the way to clear out your nose and be ready for the next fragrance. Also, keeping your skin hydrated is very important. That's gonna make your fragrance last longer on skin. Just because if your skin is thirsty, it's only gonna absorb anything that is applied onto your skin. So the fragrance will be super absorbed. So if you make sure you put your lotion after you take a shower, and then you apply your fragrance, that's perfect. Then also maybe storing your fragrance in a dry, dark and fresh place. You don't want your fragrance to be exposed to UV rays because some of the natural ingredients will be oxidized. Then be careful with what you eat. Some spices, other foods like onions or garlic, that will also affect the smell of your fragrance when you put it on skin. Then another tip would be, where would you apply your fragrance? Where the doctor takes your pulse, also behind your ears, and also like Coco Chanel would say, or would have said, wherever you want to be kissed. So hopefully these tips will give you hints and will give you more selling points when you want your consumer to fall in love with the fragrance that you're trying to sell. So that's it for now, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.
We love that. What great tips we had from Lucero. As you can see, she comes to us from Firmenich. Not only do they design our family fragrances, they teach us how to give wear power to our fragrances. So this is so key. When we designed our fragrance line, we categorize our fragrances into 4 categories. First, we're going to start with women, okay? So this is how you build a wardrobe. I know Lisa Brown is here. She was in the fragrance industry for over 15 years. She's one of our JAFRA consultants, working just part-time. She sold over $250,000 a year in fragrance. It's a big business. But she talks about building a wardrobe from every category. They are categorized in all 4 categories across the world of fragrance, from floral, floral green, floral fruity, and oriental for women. So I want to give you a little tip. Let's say I heard Lucero talk about Chanel, okay? If you Googled what family fragrance is Chanel in, because maybe you wanted to buy a gift for your mom. She uses Chanel, but you want to gift her with JAFRA. If you Googled it, which I did this morning for you, it says it's the floral family. So I go to this left column of our fragrance guide that your consultants can help you with, and I would know that right there, I have 11 fragrance choices, and probably more now, that are coming or will be in this portfolio that I know would suit the floral family that my mom likes, similar to Chanel. Now, the beauty of this is, as a fragrance person and building that wardrobe, women typically add 1 fragrance a month to their wardrobe. Isn't that amazing? Why? Because we're using it to have our moods. We saw last year when we were all at home, we were using fragrance to create happiness when we maybe didn't have it. And we change it. I know I wake up in the morning and I missed my sunshine. And I do love tonight when I got ready for the show, the scent event, I put on my Flores. So again, you're changing based on your attire, your mood. That's why wardrobes matter. But you can also build your wardrobe of your favorite, choosing your family. And the best part of this is, if you are here as a guest and just meeting JAFRA, you have a JAFRA consultant that can simply help you build your wardrobe, build perfect giftables, and make sure that what you're using, you love and it suits your personality. Men have it too. As we take a look at the men, we are going to see 4 different categories. Similar is the Oriental, woody, citrus. So this again gives us that freshness. So our final category is really when you saw the awards that Firmenich has, for, again, the men fragrances that you heard Luce talk about. We house so many fragrances, over 60 fragrances, near 70, if not quite there already, because we are getting ready to launch the first ever product that JAFRA's created that suits this fragrance guide a little different. So let me turn this over to Luce, who is going to introduce us to something exciting. Luce, take it away.
But I will tell you this, we're going to discover one of our newest fragrances that Jackie just said. So let's take a look at this quick video. So, did you know who you are? Or do you even know who you are? If not, take a look at Nuud by JAFRA, EDT. Share it with everyone. It is so fresh. It is so modern. It is a signature for him and her. And even them, it's a tribute to inclusivity, diversity, and the celebration of individuality. So like they said, skin has no gender. We are introducing Nuud by JAFRA this month of July. It's a fragrance for all. And Jackie is going to share with us how much that cost is going to be. It's affordable for everyone. So not only that, it has the top notes of bergamot, the heart notes of vanilla bean, and the base note, which is the velvety woods. So Jackie, let's continue. What else we have going on?
Well, we have a special guest with us today, Luce. We are going to hear from one of the masters of Nuud. Let's take a look.
Hello, my dear JAFRA consultants and leaders. I have a very special guest here with me today. He is the actual perfumer who created our brand new unisex fragrance, Nuud, all the way from New York. His name is Pascal. Hello, welcome, Pascal.
Hello, how are you, Andrea?
We are so excited again that this new fragrance is going to open up a brand new market for JAFRA. Again, our first unisex fragrance. How did this concept come to life?
Well, I mean, I think at some time it was a little bit experimental. Now I think it's pretty much established that this genderless type of fragrance are something that people are craving. And people are, I think it's also a generation that do not really care about the labels that you put, whether it's masculine or feminine. They just want something that they feel good about.
How challenging was it for you to create a fragrance that would appeal to both men and to women?
Well, it's very interesting what you said, because if you look even historically in the history of perfumery, for a very long time, fragrance never had a gender. Fragrance is a story, and it's a story doesn't have a gender. Where here the same thing. We, I think, written a beautiful tune that I think is telling a story of unity, and I think people will embrace.
Can you tell us about the ingredients and the olfactive notes that you chose to appeal for this universal message?
We used, I mean, there is three really main ingredients that are, and that's usually the way I work when I create a fragrance. Here, well, you have the bergamot that it gives you this freshness, this burst of freshness right on top, this clean effect, this almost like a bright sun. What you get afterwards is this very soft, dark vanilla bean effect that is going to linger on your skin and is to me really the addictive part of the fragrance. It's something that's going to hook you up. And the last piece is really the wood, that those velvety, woody notes that give you the softness, that skin softness and that long lastingness. I think it's something that has both the energy, the freshness, the youthfulness, but at the same time, the addictive and sensual aspect of the fragrance that is extremely soft and extremely addictive.
What are the words that, maybe you can share with our consultants that they can use to sell this fragrance to men and women? Why is it so important for JAFRA to have a part in this segment of the industry?
Well, because I think each generation have their key point of difference. And I think if you look at the millennials are very different than the Gen Z. So you need to, once again, expand your offering. And here, I think what we are doing is something that is totally contemporary and that is extremely relevant for the generation and extremely relevant for the society we're living in. And the overall mood of the fragrance is very relaxed, but at the same time, very inclusive.
Yes. I can definitely see a young couple getting ready to go out and they're both sharing the fragrance, reaching for the same bottle. And I think that is so refreshing. So thank you again for this beautiful gift for our JAFRA consultants. Any last parting words for them?
Well, I certainly hope it's for JAFRA. It's a beautiful fragrance that opened a brand new chapter, and we certainly hope that this chapter is going to create many, many more stories in the future. So thank you, Andrea. Thank you, JAFRA, and it's really a pleasure being part of that new adventure.
Thank you, Pascal.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, my dear.
Well, we love Nuud. I challenge you, you've got to get a bottle. The best part is, yes, you can share it in your home. What a perfect gift for a wedding, right? What a perfect gift for a couple. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. And JAFRA's introductory this month only, 30% off for just $31 with a mini to boot. So give it a try. Talk to your JAFRA consultant, and why not have a whole consultation on setting up your fragrance wardrobing? Well, if you had fun at our scent event over there on Facebook, or you've learned some great tips about how to make sense of your scents, we invite you to host your own fragrance wardrobing party. So bring people together. Let's learn how to create a wardrobe just like we do with our clothing and our jewelry and our shoes. So book a party with your JAFRA consultant. Have something fun and different. People are so happy coming together to play and pamper, to just get together and giggle and laugh and learn. That's what your JAFRA consultant will do for you in person or online. And you can choose from skincare to color to spa, or of course, our fabulous scent events. We promise to make it fun for your guests. They're gonna learn, but we wanna treat you to free gifts. And we even have our top selling fragrances at up to 70% savings for our hostesses. So that's the best way to build a wardrobe at the best prices. But wait, there's something that's even better than best. And that is the opportunity to turn some time into making scents, sharing scents, and all of our other categories of products, over 500 products to use and to share. The month of July is about independence and freedom. Well, we want to give you and anyone you know looking the opportunity to start your own JAFRA business with just $10. And look, we're housing fragrances and an additional sun care or lip care product alongside that. You choose the kit, and we're going to help you get started. And we're going to show you how to enjoy 50% off, 50% commission on your profit from your client sales your first 4 months. You can qualify to earn more with JAFRA. We're going to put a lot of tools there, a free social media kit, and a free website to help you launch your business. Yes, for $10, we're going to get you going. And we've even got some great consultant packs for you that are absolutely going to give you all the products you need so you can spritz and blitz into income. That's really what we have for you with this JAFRA business. 65 years of growing entrepreneurs. Well, For those of you that were a part of the Facebook event, we're just finishing our points. So if you're here live, make sure you go over and register at our bit.ly site, JAFRA Fragrance Party. We're going to continue for the guests points through midnight Saturday night. If you are watching this on Facebook and you're a guest, please be sure to go register. We also want to invite anyone from today, the 15th, 16th, and 17th of July, who says yes to starting your own business and becoming independent. Start now, because guess what? One of the top selling giftables in the world is always fragrance. And you know what's around the corner? Fall and holiday. This is our top selling season, and we are so excited. So I say, get in now, get started while you're busy with summer and the kids during July and August. Bring JAFRA along, tell everyone you started a business, and we're going to kick you right into big events and to big business, open houses, and more as we hit September. If you say yes, July 15, 16, 17, and you're registered on our bit.ly site, you will get a free welcome gift from all of us as our thank you for joining us at this Scent event. So it's time. Whether you want to buy, book, or begin, contact your JAFRA consultant and do it tonight. Do it now. If you don't have a JAFRA consultant, you may either give us a call or visit JAFRA.com or call us at 1-800-5JAFRA5, and we're going to pair you up with someone that can get you started and connected to products. So you can also, if you're over in the Facebook event or you want to search, you can find Luce Mercedes JAFRA or myself, Jackie Doffing Geisinger, in Messenger on Facebook. That's been our Scent event. We thank you for joining us, and we say thanks for helping us have fun making sense of scents, and we invite you to save sense or make sense. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.